You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM. You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki van. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lies. Not even thinking that we will realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the poor. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites believed. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites living there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go this way.
I say you get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. We got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it there easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, is a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover me feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me brother, cover me sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know He's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just have a test check, check, check. Are you guys hearing audio? Are you hearing audio? Are you hearing audio? Just give me a check in the chat that if you are hearing the audio, folks. Of course, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, as we always say here, we originate, we don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We are the only program on air dedicated to the people of Trinidad and Tobago that are going to bring you the truth and nothing but the truth. And remember what we always say, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we don't imitate, we originate, we don't imitate. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
And that's how we start the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The love Dr. Iman himself, Rani Muhammad. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about bringing you the facts, the whole facts and nothing but the facts. And we put that in words, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we welcome my good pal, the man himself, the young man, the one and only, the man from down in the country. Yeah, they say in the country. The young man, Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure being here in the village. It's always a pleasure being in the village. Looking forward to a very splendiferous evening.
Marvelous.
As usual.
You know, Tommy, what has happened here in the studio, sometimes my computer just reboot itself and it has changed the settings for the platform. So I have to go in and double check to make sure that it is where it's supposed to be. So sometimes, I'm not sure, whether I gain audio or not. Even though sometimes I could see the levels moving up.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a little difficult. So Tommy, today's another day in the, as Trinidad and Tobago turns. And but before we go, let me start a little different today. All right, somebody say my volume lower than Tommy. How could that be? I don't know how that could be, nah?
I'm hearing you as I usually do.
Yeah. All right, let me try this. All right, I'll put up one of my levels. Hopefully that will make a difference. Yeah. Check if that's making a little difference. Yeah. So Tommy, we want to start a little different today, right? Let me start with the chat today. Right? We just always talk about a little something or something. But let me start with the chat today.
Okay, that's a good place to start.
Oh, what Dane, thank you very much. What we just call
What we used to call Thursday again? Flashback Thursday?
Yes, we did at one point.
Yeah. At one point, yeah, we had to start with flashback Thursday. Flashback Thursday. Yeah. We want a flashback. All right. So the first one in today was no other than Volsang. Good evening, Walls, Uncle Tommy, and all participants of the discourse. The next was Mr. Intellectual, Volsang. Volsang like he in a gear, boy, Tommy. He in a gear, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not gear. Good evening, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all had a transformative Thursday, inspired by the wisdom from high. Yeah. So, Mr. Intellectual, want to know what is the final cost of the airport? Oh, and the hospital. Throwback Tuesday or flashback Friday? Okay. Throwback Tuesday. Yeah. Because we know on Friday. All right. We go with that one. What is the final cost of the airport and the hospital? Tommy, you see the minister said the airport 85% complete. Oh God. A comedy of errors, you know. A comedy of errors, boy. Vol, what you think the discourse will be about? Anybody know when the highway to Manzanera will finish? The highway to Toko O and the Toko port? Don't worry, man. It's finishing soon. It's soon finished. As them Jamaican they say. How much all those highways costing us? Hey, look, Dr. Loveboy. Good night, brothers and sisters. Love in the house. Respect to the panel, Mr. Walls and Mr. Tommy. Full respect, Rennie. Full respect. Rennie say, in time to come, we could get a PM that look like Stuart Little. In time to come, what left of TNT he going to cripple. In time to come, who could save we? In time to come, you save you, and I save me. Hey, Santi Manite, boy. Yeah, boy. For like standpoint, you know. Bennett, welcome. Good evening, Uncle Tommy and Mr. Washington and all viewers. Welcome, Bennett. Hemraj, welcome. Blessed evening to all, yeah. Dane Khan in the house. Good evening, Professor Washer and Uncle Tommy, boy. You see how to spell Tommy? Tom E, boy.
That's the way.
Yeah. You're not Tommy, you know, Tom E.
That's it. It's Tom E.
It's Tom E?
Yeah.
Not Tommy?
Well, people say Tommy, but it's Tom E.
Like they just call me Anselm, Slim. Most of the ladies just call me handsome. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ladies is a different story.
The ladies just call me handsome for short. When they can't pronounce that, they say, oh, what's the big deal? Call me handsome, you know, big deal.
You know, we lost another soldier from your neighborhood here in Jersey, Miss Ali.
That?
Jenny.
Miss who?
Jenny, she was good friends with Chichi and his wife.
Oh, yeah. You know, Tommy's interesting, you know. You know, she was by Chichi and them like a day before, sitting down in the place, you know.
She was a member of my group, We Think.
Oh, yeah. She was, they say she was sitting down right there, man. Next day, you know, boy. Nothing in promise, you know. Nothing in promise, boy.
Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny.
She was real good friends with Chichi and Cynthia.
Yeah. She was in the house, I telling you, in the house, sitting down. And my wife was there too. You understand? They didn't say it's warm and windy evening in Arima, boy. But what it's supposed to be? How it's supposed to be in Arima, Tommy? Cold and no wind?
I spoke to my aunt in Arima today. She was telling me it was very warm.
It's supposed to be warm, or it's supposed to be cold.
I said to her, "Say you'd be complaining if it was cold."
Please, cold. Well, they want to cold in Trinidad, you know. They get a cold spell, but you know, Tommy, I remember growing up, I used to see people wearing leather jacket in Trinidad and Tobago, and sweater, and turtleneck, and I be like, wait. And when I come up here and then I go back home and I see some woman in them tall boots, Tommy. 90 degrees, you know, and they're not tall boots. What is that about?
Well,
fashion. Hmm? Fashion, boy. Fashion.
Yep.
Look your partner, Capitan. Great is the PNM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Capitan, boy.
Capitan.
Capitan, yeah. Well, song say good evening, Hanif. Whatever the discourse, I will welcome it. Just open walls, ease we up with the food thing. And you ain't see we ain't see we ain't see we ain't see busy, so we can't talk about no food. Yeah. Rennie, you know Capitan, right? Yeah, what's going on, Captain? Blessed evening. Emrat said, blessed evening, sang and others. God is the boss. Yeah, but I like how did I say that way. Not oh God. As soon as I say that, here comes the fella. Cool runner, good night, all shit and Tommy and Chad. Good night to you, cool runner. Tommy, look your partner, Gordon Joseph. Good evening, all. I hope that all is well. Nice song. We just can't go on this way. Lies, half and quarter truths. But maybe that's a pass. And tonight it will not be so. Let's go. Lies. Tommy, Tommy, you know, that fella should rename himself Lie Joseph. Lie, just Lie Joseph. You understand? Or Maloney Lie. One or the other. Lie Maloney or Maloney Lie or Lie Joseph. Will you see the head in the cooler? Hey, Capitan boy, I ain't gonna lie. I can't look at them kind of thing, you know, Tommy.
No, that's too traumatic.
Yeah. Boy, I like too traumatic. My partner in here send it for me. I tell him now, boy. I can't deal with that. I really can't deal with that. You know, Gordon, great is the PNM, boy. He egging on, Capitan egging on. I'm like Gordon, boy. Kevin Bash, Kevin, welcome. They're gonna do a practical opening ceremony. Tommy, you think they learned their lesson? You think they're gonna open that airport now before the 16th to pop that plaque? You think?
It's all a game. They had to play the game.
No, but you think that they get exposed with the central block? You think they're gonna get exposed with the airport too before the man take a sabbatical?
Yeah, before he goes, he have to get a plaque.
Oh, okay. KFC, welcome. KFC,
Yeah, good night, Mr. What's wrong with Tommy, man?
what's happening, man?
Hey, KFC.
What's a good night to my brother Tunji, man? Need up to understand. I gave my letter. I hear him yesterday, man.
I ain't hear him in a little bit, you know. You all right?
Yeah, right. You give my letter touch now.
I'll call him. We go call
Mr.
him. Yeah, we go give him a
Mr.
call.
Washington, lick bottom, you know, you come out. That campaign song.
Oh God, Tommy, hear Coco new song?
No,
Yeah,
did you?
but you call it lick bottom, but the vote for start.
Yeah, he calling for people to vote for Stuart Young.
Yeah. But Mr. Washington,
Eh,
and I see you have noticed the airport right where they got up in Tobago.
eh.
You know, the fire association come out and said the amount of money they spent to open the airport, the fireplace by close to the airport. It is fixed for about a good while now. Under repairs. Yeah, the current about that to open the airport, but have no fire station, no tools to work with the fire in case of fire burn to the by the airport. It's on the airport and then see about the station, the fire station.
They go open it, man. Is that it go be a practical opening?
Yeah.
So the minister say 80% and Rolly come and say 100%
Yeah.
the bottom thing.
Yeah, he said 85%. And
Rolly come and tell you 100.
I mean, 85 close to 100, you know.
I like it. Good.
Real good.
So I was shit that check me earlier. I got tourists. They were talking to all the viewers. Big George, Gordon Joseph, Call Joseph, you know, for any program, go to all our feelings, that man. The nation I tell you all don't touch the pier, Mr. All.
Yeah.
But Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, like, when guy Griffith, me tell you what, to all have one blow, to all have one blow.
Yeah, Guy Griffin might call me tonight. They might call me
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah, man.
Yeah, me tell last night.
Yeah, I realize that.
But Mr. Washington,
Eh,
yeah, they get visa to go England now.
we must have to get visa. You know what I mean? That could be Prime Minister Rowley legacy. When he leaving us.
So,
He leaving us, and we have to get a visa. And just now, hey, listen, you don't know what might happen to America. We might have to get 2 visas to come to America.
Hmm.
You gotta get a visa plus a visa card.
so the big belly pasta. With the white man here who buy the ticket for and tell me just pack your bag and meet him in the airport. You gotta buy visa, you gotta buy visa for him too.
Yeah. Yeah, we go see. Bless. I look at hey KFC. Tommy, I'm looking for the Coco new song, boy. You know, boy, them fellas and them, you gotta give them credit, you know, they're real good. I ain't gonna lie, they're good, they're good. Man say you was Stuart Young, boy. He's supporting, you want Stuart Young, boy. Cameron says good night. WZYE crew locked on and taking in the information the show provide. Bush 1083, where you joining us from? Overpriced and will be poorly built project. Bush 1083, where you joining us from? Yes, Capitan, still trying to get the identity right. That's true, you know, Volsang. Capitan about 5 different aliases, you know. Capitan, what about Capiza boy, you retire? Bennett says, Uncle Tommy, the guy from Port of Spain used to call me a country boy. I rose to fame by being the first one to win the Caribbean Championship 3 consecutive times. So a boy from the country is no problem. Which championship you win? Which championship you talking about, Tommy?
He'll explain.
You have to tell me, you have to tell me. Caribbean so welcome. All right, boy. Busy here, we boy. Busy here, we. Let me hear what Busy had to say. Good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. Locked on all listeners. Share the live today menu. Fried cabbage and sada roti. Words of wisdom. He that dwelleth in this. Hey, boy. Which one is that? Is that 27 or 91, boy? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. Is that 91?
No, I think that's 91.
That's 91.
I think so.
Yeah. Right. Let me see right here. I should know that by heart, you know. Every morning I rise, boy. That is my go-to, boy. That is my go-to right here. 91. Here it is, boy. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, boy, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He's my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Yeah, boy, Busy. Yeah. You onto something there. Send that for Gordon Joseph. Send that for Liloni. All right, you already know about that menu. I already know about fried cabbage. I learned about fried cabbage and sada roti. I learned about that. Bon Joseph say you always getting people to lie to him, but why? Laugh out loud. Ha 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 ha. Okay. England raised visa restriction for Guyana too. You know, Tommy, there are 2 other Caribbean countries that need a visa to go to the United Kingdom. Let me see. I will tell you what the other 2 countries are. I have it here. I will tell you the other 2. Let me see. The other 2 are okay. Let me see. I have it here somewhere. Financial literacy. After that, boy. Okay. I want to. I'll go find it. There are 2 other countries that require. I think it's in here. Oh, Jamaica and Dominica. So, Tommy, think about this, right? Listen how, this is how the PNM government, right, had to take Prime Minister Rowley legacy. Is going to be that under his watch, Trinbagonians going to the United Kingdom have to now get a visa. Listen to this, right? And don't make no excuse, right? Bless you.
Thank you.
You see, they're making excuses. And one of the main reasons why that United Kingdom is putting them restrictions now in Trinidad is because of the high crime rate in Trinidad and Tobago. People can say what they want, right? And not only that, Tommy, but let me read this for you. The decision, this is in the UK Guardian, right? The decision was reportedly made after a 9-fold increase in asylum applications from Trinidad and Tobago nationals, with claims raising from an average of 49, Tommy, a year between 2015 and 2019 to 439 last year. Let me repeat that, right? The decision reportedly made after a 9-fold increase in asylum applications from Trinidad and Tobago nationals, with claim rising from an average of 49 a year between 2015 and 2019 to 49 to 439 last year. You know what increased percentage that is, Tommy? 796% increase. You hear that? 796% increase from 49, right, to 439. Think about it. We just taken the 49 for 1 year, right? And not only that, Tommy, but the last 3 years, right? The years where Trinidad have had the highest crime rate. So when they are looking at us, they are looking at our crime rate and may want to believe that before you leave Trinidad, they want to vet you. They want to see if you have any criminal record in the past, right? And if you have any, cancel Christmas for you. You ain't getting no visa. This is the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley.
England is doing what they have to do.
They have to do what they have to do.
Yeah, because security is imperative.
So tell me, what could Trinidad and Tobago do now? What could they do?
All they have to do is fall in line.
Right? Somebody now had to go and negotiate with the United Kingdom. Now, I saw something from the NTA regarding, I guess I'll go read it in a little bit. I saw something from them. But here we go, Tommy. So I think it was a nice, smooth way of the United Kingdom putting it and looking at people who were trying to get asylum, right? Rather than come straight to the point and say the high crime rate. You know, we're Trinidad having one of the highest murders per capita in the world, right? So now, if you think you're under stress now, there's more stress. More stress. And we have to be honest, this is going to be the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley. You know, plain talk, bad manners. Bennett says, gentlemen, always listening fantabulous. It was a very hot day today in Arima, my hometown. But it'll be cold in Arima, do? No visa. I don't understand this now. The number one shutter. What does that mean, Tommy? The number one shutter. What does that mean?
It's SHUTTER, so that's something that closes.
That's a what?
SHUTTER is shutter, which means that it's something that closes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, Orange and yours. Video welcome. Great is the UNC. Great, great is the UNC. They always help the PNM to prevail. Okay. Yesterday on Google Show, PNM told us does nothing for 5 years when she was PM. Okay. I want to play something for you. Stay right. I want to play something for you. Pleasant evening to Professor Patricia says pleasant good evening. Pleasant evening to Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy and all the villagers in the village. Have a wonderful evening. Bush 10 teachers, it will be a PR stunt. Bush 10 where you from? Tommy, here comes your partner again, PNM Fox. A fundamental component of capital project management is a comprehensive understanding of pivotal schedule milestone, of which one such critical stage is practical completion. Okay. Okay. The sport of shooting, target shooting at 3, 5, 6, 9, and 1,000 yards. A Commonwealth competition. Hey, Bennett, you was a shooter, boy? Hey, but where is this? Good. Good evening. Just shorter welcome. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. They cannot fix the existing hospital, but they want to build extension. Rennie said Trinidad is no paradise. Ban, may I say, Wall Street, what are your thoughts on the Cuban doctors? Yeah, Caribbean Soul, based on the information from the Guardian, the UK Guardian, announced. Listen to what it says. On Wednesday, the Home Office announced that people from Trinidad and Tobago were joining nationals of just two other Commonwealth Caribbean countries, Jamaica and Dominica, in requiring visa to visit the UK as tourists. That was from the UK Guardian. Yeah. Indra says, good night, everyone. Good night to you, Indra. And if you want to know, hey, Bennett, Mr. Intellectual, want to know if you're related to Brent Thomas. No. I don't think so. Why do all Venice get visa to come here? Why the hell Venice don't get visa to come here? A Venezuelan don't need a visa to come to Trinidad legally? Huh?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Due to their gang violence. Capitan said don't go to the UK. We was oppressed by them. Capitan, people trying to get out of Trinidad so bad under this Prime Minister Rowley regime. Anywhere they want to go, you know. I went there in 2016 in Gatwick. They're poor, cold, and wet, and they don't have roti or doubles. Are you sure they are roti and doubles, man? Why you gonna say that? Why you gonna say that? Dominic also need visa to enter the UK. Which Dominic? Somebody doesn't know. Man, who are the TT nationals seeking asylum in the UK? What is the ethnic makeup Wall Street? Man, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that makeup is. Well, I wonder why you're asking that question. Could Rana say, soon we're going to need a visa to go to Tobago?
It doesn't matter what their ethnicity is. They're Trinidadians first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. Go Grenada. Wall Street Trump is getting ready to take over the Panama Canal. I know. All right, Van Meha. Cool, you and Rennie onto something.
But that's true. Trump wants the Panama Canal.
You think he could take over the Panama Canal, Jesso?
He's a bully.
Didn't he want Greenland too? Didn't he want to take over Greenland too?
That would be a little bit more difficult than the Panama Canal.
Okay. Trinidad and Tobago does not have that crime, but Tommy, you know. All right, let me do this. I hate this. I hate this, really and truly. Hold on, Does
Then Fox should tell us who does.
No. You see, they don't listen. He doesn't listen. One of the highest
Per capita is the key word.
Thank you.
He says it doesn't have the highest crime rate per capita.
Okay, hold on. When we were ranked? Were we ranked fourth at some point in time? Third or fourth? Okay. Here we go. You see, the sad part is that the fella type before he thinks. Yeah? He doesn't think before he types. He types, then he thinks. And you see, that is the problem with the PNM education that they get. You know what that reminds me of, Tommy? Tommy, the experience that I've had yesterday, we had to send you something, Tommy, because I couldn't believe it. A guy said, right? I think was the union need to teach them financial illiteracy. So Tommy, you remember I had to send it to you, right? Because I thought, Tommy, for the life of me, I couldn't get that. How do you get there, Tommy? It's the same thing I'm saying. At least do a little thinking before typing. All right, folks. So here it is. Trinidad and Tobago has one of the highest murder rates per capita in the world. Right? Listen to PNM Fox. I never said Trinidad have the highest crime rate per capita. I said one of the highest. Right? Trinidad and Tobago has one of the highest murder rates per capita in the world. The country has faced significant challenges with violent crime, particularly in the urban areas. Factors contributing to the high murder rate include gang-related violence, drug trafficking, and socio-economic issues. According to various crime statistics and reports, Trinidad often ranked among the countries with the highest homicide rates globally. Efforts to address this issue have included increased law enforcement measures, community programs, and initiatives aimed at reducing poverty and improving education. You see, PNM Fox, you must go on the Mugabe station with that kind of, where does call it thing, where does go in the Latrine and do, Tommy? What does call it in Trinidad? Is it 4-4?
Number 2.
Oh, is the numbers 2-2? Right?
The number after 1.
Oh, the number after 1 is 2, right?
Right.
And 2 plus 2.
Right.
Yeah.
You can spell it and call it spit.
Tommy, you see, them fellas and them, we tired tell them, do not come here with your garbology and your dotishology and your stupidology and your foolishology. Go over by the Mugabe station with that. And when we come back from the break, we'll play a video to show exactly what we're talking about. Eh? We'll play a video for all to show exactly what we're talking about. Yeah? PNM folks, it is sad. It is sad. No, it ain't really sad. It ain't really sad. That is the
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. That is the PNM education for you.
That's why we have to make a difference and not get sidetracked and sucked into these little channels.
Correct is right. All right. Rennie says if shutdown is long overdue, we the people have to take back the country from idiots. That ain't no joke, you know. Yeah. Banmea say, you know, Banmea, what are your thoughts on the Cuban doctors again? You know, Banmea, I have to be honest, and we are very honest here. We need Cuban doctors in the Caribbean.
Absolutely. They're an asset.
They're an asset. They're an asset to the Caribbean. And we need them in order to... We have good doctors. There are good doctors too in Trinidad, I don't know. But we need the Cuban doctors for the Trinidad and Tobago doctors to work alongside them.
Right, to complement and supplement our...
Yes, we need that. And I don't agree. I do not agree with imposing restrictions on the Caribbean because of the Cuban doctors in those countries. I don't agree with that.
Cuba has to be made an integral part of the CARICOM scheme of things.
Yeah. Correct. Gordon Joseph say, Fox talk things. Wall Street can understand now because it's too high for him. He will leave it alone and move on to the next item. Laugh out loud, Fox. Fox just talk things too high for me.
Yeah, it's way too high.
Correct is right, Tommy. It's way too high. Yeah. Them things just go over we head.
No, it's on heroin.
Steroids and heroin.
Steroids and enough. Heroin.
Mr. Carnage, welcome. Good night.
Question. Do you agree with the opposition leaders stating that to send back the Cuban doctors and use local? Do you agree with that statement?
Say that again?
Ms. Bissessa, an article stated that to send back the Cuban doctors and use locals. Do you agree with that statement? So locked on and listening.
Yeah, okay.
Question to you.
Hey, Mr. Carnage, before you go, what papers is it in? What newspapers?
I really didn't check the news. I didn't check the news. I just run through it.
Can you send it for me? Can you send it for me? Send it.
Yeah, I'll go through and see.
Yeah, send it to this number for me.
If we have the personnel and we are depriving our personnel of work, then that's a different story. But if we don't have the personnel, and we need the assistance, and we can get it from Cuba.
Listen, I am 100% for the Cuban doctors to improve, right, the way medicine is handled in Trinidad and Tobago. Because in my estimation, they have one of the top. Let me see this. Oh, we go do that after the break. We will come back. We want to know, where does Cuba rank in the world as far as medical doctors are concerned? Right, Tommy?
Correct.
Let me look at the facts. So, folks, stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509.
We'll be right back. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Oh yes, that's that. Catch them. Candy cries in the streets at night. So many dreams born out like light. Youth them caught in a system hole, chasing shadows that take their soul. But the rhythm of hope is strong. Feel the beat that guide us along. Plant the seed of change in the ground, and reap the fruits of love from the soul. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youths and the future, let the healing begin. In the rhythm of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dusk till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We fly through the skies like plane, all people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play their part. Man, woman and child come in, let the cleansing begin. Come on, cleanse them. For the common man, times real hard. Crime and murder driving we mad. And the youths them can't find no work, cause the system take them for joke. Let the positive fight control. We must not lose sight of our goal. In spite the stress and the strain, let us build our country again. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrow, leave the darkness behind. For the youths and the future, let the healing begin. In the rhythm of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dusk till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We fly through the skies like plane, all people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play their part. Man, woman and child come in, let the cleansing begin. Politician shining a nice car, while the poor man bite the finger. Oil money blow away like dust. The people don't know who to trust. But every crisis we will master, and rise to triumph from disaster. We will cast the evil away. We make the solemn pledge here today. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youths and the future, let the healing begin. In the rhythm of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dusk till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We'll fly through the skies like plane, all people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play the part. Man, woman and child come in, let the cleansing begin. Clean the heart. From the ghetto I born and grow, I learned to make joy from sorrow. Though my story was hardship and pain, I see the blessings falling like rain. And every time the setbacks would come, I keep the faith and weather the storm. With every step and toil I strive, just to keep my dreams alive. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youths and the future, let the healing begin. In the rhythm of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dusk till dawn, as
As we rise up every morn, we'll fly through the skies like plane. Our people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play their part. But woman and child come in. Let the cleansing begin.
And of course, that is the one and only, the young man, young brother, boy. Yeah. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Let's take this call because you was waiting to call. Caribbean Soul, welcome. Yo.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Hi, good night.
Right, so firstly, I would like to speak on the UK visa. We know that the UK imposing that visa on Trinidad because we is a country of gang violence. Just a few days ago, Rowley went in Barbados and said that he treated gang violence as a terrorist. So our country is now marked as a terrorist country. So I don't give the UK wrong for imposing visa on us now. The other thing I want to speak about is about the Cuban doctors. Yes, the Cuban doctors is great, but majority of the Trinidadians don't know what is human trafficking. Human trafficking is not just about kidnapping somebody, getting them in a hotel, in a house, to have sex and make money. It is also about cheap labor. And is it that Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Caribbean islands been paying these Cuban doctors cheap labor? That's just a question I have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. We go talk about that in a little bit.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, man. Okay. Let me say this, Let me say this. I read the article, and Mr. Carnage, in the article, let me read the article. That's why, okay, this is it. The headline says, Kamala, use local medical personnel. Yeah, Mr. Carnage, I was just addressing the article. So far, reading the article, the opposition leader didn't say that don't use Cuban medical doctors. Faoud Khan, right, who was the Minister of Health during their era, talked about not using Cuban doctors. And I read part of the article, but I wanted to read the whole thing. So I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say that the opposition leader said that. So far, the article doesn't say that. The headline might be misleading. You there? All right, it's internet. Yeah. You went out there for a little bit, Mr. Carnage.
All right. I just get a clear paragraph of the statement.
Yeah.
I don't know what the headline says.
Yeah.
Send back Cuban doctors.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you pick up the idea. You say article you send back. So you the statement come from Franklin Khan?
No, Faoud Khan, right? The former minister of health.
I mean, not Franklin, Faoud Khan?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not correct.
Yeah.
I just want to check on your caller's statement that human trafficking. Like, I work in the oil and gas. I work offshore. Right? I work on cruise ship, right? And what the Filipinos was doing, they was right when they send the personnel on vessels, they send back money to the government, right? And it's the same thing the Cubans are doing. Wait,
Mr. Carnage. Yeah. They send back what to the government? Send back what?
Yeah, the Filipinos, right?
They send back money to the government or to their families?
Yeah, like a tax, like to see what a family, something like that.
I'll so they send back money to their families?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
And I think what Mr. Gonzalez was indicating is the same thing with the Cuban doctors, right? I think they send back money because how you put it over? They do the training, they pay for all to send them to study and things like that. So they give back the government like a royalty back to the government. Right?
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So this one I'm talking about human trafficking, and that don't go on in Cuba, my friend. If you go Cuba, You could a woman could walk naked in Cuba, nobody will interfere with that. Everybody watching the Cuban and the lifestyle. It's one of the safest. It's our article I was telling you just now. Comparing America with Cuba, right? America sent bombs, right, all over the world. Cuba sent doctors all over the world. So you see this idea of people going on because one person have a narrative and they want to condemn everybody go with the same status quo. Do all the research. I think you try to correct Mr. What you call him? Mr. Slimy or not Mr.
Fox,
Slimy.
PNM Fox.
Yeah, PM Fox.
Right?
Yeah. Before
yeah.
you come in, you go and inform yourself.
Correct.
Don't try to bring down this program at all. Everybody can be right. If I make a mistake, I just going off what I heard and
right.
I can start to correct it.
Correct.
I don't understand.
Yeah, man. You see, Tommy, now, that's why I asked for the article. We didn't jump to a conclusion, right? And make an accusation based on what we heard. Right? Because we in the media, we know for a fact that media can be very misleading.
So that's why you seek information and you seek correct information.
Correct is right. So when you listen to the Mugabe station and you listen to the pastor with the internet search engine, if the pastor tell you run, stop and walk backwards. Understand? Yeah. Because you know what? Somebody sent me something. Let me digress here a little bit. Somebody sent me something. I want to play this. I'm going to play this. Bitcoin sent me this. Listen to this, all you. Bitcoin sent me this. Listen to this.
Somebody says Central Block looking like a real modernized facility. Let me tell you something now. I want to show them when we come back at work. You have to join me on YouTube for me to show you what Central Block looking like. Hello, good afternoon. A few moments later. We have here is a shell of a building. Inside is what you just saw. Nothing is there. And the government trying to sell you that they build something. You understand? All this is political gimmickry to the elections. For you to think in 10 years they spend over $500 billion. And this give you something looking good from the outside and from the inside. Typical PNM gimmickry. So all they give you there, that's a shell. Inside there, you see the video. No, absolutely nothing. Who eat that food from it? You'll see. People eat that food because machines there and all kind of thing. But look what they give you. After 10 years, a mere shell. Nothing inside of that. Exactly the description of Keith Rowley, Stuart Young, and the PNM.
You know, Tommy, what's sad, eh? What is sad is that PNM Fox, Gordon Joseph, Slimy, Patty, Altair, Willie when he come, right? Most of the PNM people, they don't do no homework, you know. Whatever they get, they take it just so. Look at PNM Fox just now, for example. Right? He didn't even say, well, you know what? Before I say anything, let me go and Google it to see if at least I could catch him. You understand?
Or you could say, who is in that position as opposed to Trinidad and Tobago?
Correct. Right? Or you could say, boy, let me go and catch them fellas on WZYE in the village. Yeah? Because they just talk about their balance and the this, and they only want to try to mislead people. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But let me go to something. Let me read this for you all. I am a supporter of the Cuban doctors because you know why? At the end of the day, support of the Cuban doctors in Trinidad. At the end of the day, it will improve the health care that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago will receive when they are working alongside locals. Correct is right, Tommy?
That's correct.
Let me read this for you. This is not like on the Mugabe station when they just get things and just read it out, and wherever they get them, they take it, you know. You understand? I see a fellow was making a doubles. What do they call that doubles, boy? A large doubles. What do they call it? Whatever they call it. Let me read this for you. all we trying to do is to educate you with information. Some of you may not like the information, right? For example, some of you may not like that 42% of the promises the PNM make in 2020 have not been completed. But, Tommy, we also talked about the 72% that has been completed from the energy industry. That's why we have the problem of diversification in Trinidad and Tobago. But listen to this. Listen to this. So I asked the question, does Cuba have some of the best medical schools in the world? Hear what it answers. Yes, Cuba is renowned for having some of the best medical schools in the world. Not in the Caribbean, you know.
And they're renowned.
Eh?
And they are renowned for it.
Renowned for it. Not in the Western Hemisphere, you know. Not in the Caribbean, you know. Not in the West Indies, you know. Not on Mars, you know. Not on Jupiter, you know. In the world. In the world. So I would like to have some of those doctors, right, that Cuba produced, that are the best in the world, working alongside local doctors so they could bring them up to speed to become the best in the world too. I want that. That is about country. That's about country. But let me finish. Let me go on. Cuba, yes, Cuba is renowned for having some of the best medical schools in the world. The country places a strong emphasis on healthcare and medical education, and its medical schools are known for their high standards and rigorous training program. Cuban medical education is particularly noted for its focus on primary care and community medicine, as well as its commitment to serving underserved population. You hear that? Underserved population. Right? So you know what? Maybe we need to put a health center in Lavantil and environs, Mova Lavantil and environs, right? And put some Cuban medical doctors alongside local doctors. You know, that's an innovative idea, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, Tommy, I just make that. That sounds pretty good, though, you know. What do you think?
Of course.
Yeah. That sounds good. All right, let's go on. One of the most famous medical schools in Cuba is the Latin American School of Medicine, which attracts students from around the world, including many from developing countries. ELAM, what it's called, and other Cuban medical institutions are known for providing high-quality education at relatively low cost, and they have produced many skilled healthcare professionals who work both in Cuba and internationally. Cuba's healthcare system is also highly regarded, and the country has made significant contribution to global health, including the development of vaccines and medical treatment, as well as sending medical brigades to assist in disaster zones and underserved areas worldwide. Eh?
Yep.
I want that for my country. I want that for Trinidad and Tobago. What wrong with that? Me see nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing.
Me see nothing wrong with that. So, Banmeha, you hear what this, Banmeha? I hope you're listening. Right? So I have no problem with medical doctors being in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me go to the article now. What Mr. Karnat sent me. So the headline says, Kamala used local personnel. All right? That's what I'm telling you guys. When all you read a headline from the PNM, don't take it at face value. When you hear something from the Mugabe station coming from the pastor with the internet search engine, make sure you fact check it. And I will give you all the example just now. Let me finish read this though. Let me read this for you all. And that's what we do here. Right? So the headline says, Kamala used medical personnel. I have to kind of break this, enlarge this. Send Cuban doctors and nurses back home. This is the position of former health minister Dr. Fawad Khan, who was reacting yesterday to outgoing Prime Minister Dr. Rowley's taking a stance against United States' proposed threat to, what is that? I can't see that. I can't see that because the article kind of small. Proposed threat to penalize officials of government using Cuban medics by revoking their visas. Rowley on Monday said he will protect Trinidad and Tobago's sovereignty, even if it means never returning to the United States. And opposition leader Kamala Prasad-Bissessar said Trinidad and Tobago's first priority should be utilizing local healthcare professionals rather than engaging in a dispute with the United States over its crackdown on Cuban medical doctors. Hear what she said, Tommy? Hear what she said?
Yeah.
Right? In an interview with the Express, Khan acknowledged that the People's Partnership government did source Cuban specialists, but only for a short term to fill a gap. He said Prime Minister Dr. Rowley should act swiftly and send Cuban doctors and nurses back, as he is what's that? Trending a dangerous line by defying US President Donald Trump. Khan told the Express that the Prime Minister should engage in discussion with the Cuban government about ending the contract of Cuban health workers and sending them back. We, the former Kamala Prasad-Bissessar government, did at the time when we did not have many specialists here and only for a contracted period of 3 years. He said, he explained that the specialists, such as hematologists, neurosurgeons, and I can't see that word, some other type of surgeons from Cuba were hired. It was not Cuban general doctors as the PNM did, he said. All right? So it's going on and on and on. And there's nowhere here which, hold on, let me see. Yeah, there's nowhere here where the opposition leader is saying that they should send back Cuban doctors. She was just saying use local medical personnel, right? So there we go. So we read the article, and that's what we do. When we get something, right, we try to, as best. So there you have it. All right, I want to go to this, folks. I want you all to listen to this. What? Listen to this. Listen to this one. This take the cake, boy. This one take the cake, all you. Right? Because it is sad that the pastor with the internet search engine, right, didn't pick up on this. He didn't pick up on it, you know. He missed it. Like he playing cricket, Tommy, and instantly bowl you googly, and you miss it and you get bowl. You ever Mr. Karanaj? Yo.
Yes, Karanaj again. Good night to you both.
Yeah.
You see the media is trying to play trick your mind.
Yeah. Yeah,
the media is putting it across because when you read a line when the Kamala Bissessar stated use local doctors.
Yeah.
And then they paraphrased and stated that with the conflict, right?
Yeah.
What it's sounding like, she's in agreement of just using local doctors and sending back the Cuban. Right? So I did the media trying to perpetrate, and people's mindset that she agreeing to send back Cuban doctors because they use for Mr. Rowley to get away from the conflict with America. So that means if you're not dealing with Cuba, you won't have this issue. So I mean, it didn't. What they're trying to say, she didn't say it with words from her mouth, but paraphrasing that it means that, right? And I could be stand corrected. But I don't know what game the media on, but and so I interpret the statement.
Yeah, man.
I
Bless.
have to be corrected. All right.
All right, cool. Yeah. You see, we can't say that she made that statement because she didn't make the statement. If she implied it, if you say that she's implying it, it's a different story. Right? Right? But I want you guys to listen to this. Let me see what 749. All right, we go get back to that. I want you guys to listen to this. I want you guys to listen carefully. Listen carefully to this. Right? This is not Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Right? Wait. Look, PNM Fox leaving the room. Don't go PNM Fox yet. Oh my God. Look, Gone Joseph. TV buffering. Hold on. Let me wait for that. All right, just stop buffering. There we go. Listen to this, folks.
Free healthcare. And the big one, education from nursery to tertiary. So as a union member, your daughter could be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, anything she wants to be, because the taxpayers is fitting that bill. Let me say the government let me ask you something. Let me say the government want to give them 20%, but they have to cut a subsidy. Let me say they cut in gas by the pump, gas where there's cook with, because the government subsidizing gas where there's cook with. When they get at 20% and the government remove the subsidy from gas, with that 20% value anything? Ask in Trinidad and Tobago, with the 20% value anything that they get rid of, what the union have to do is teach the members financial literacy, right? That they could manage their money better. They know how to operate the grocery, because spending is drive our economy, and as African people, we just spend the most money all over the world, right? So we have to understand financial literacy, right?
All right. Thank you
if
very
the
much.
government pull back subsidies, how no razor pay could never value nothing.
Thank you very much.
Tommy, didn't I have to send that to you just to be sure that I was saying the right thing?
Yeah, we heard the right thing, but we know what we know what the correct thing is.
Yeah, but Tommy, don't you think that at least you would have, you can't catch everything, right? But you don't think something like financial literacy, which I can say we have a program here in New Jersey that's in the largest school system here in New Jersey. That is the Newark Board of Education. And what we do is teach financial literacy. Right? Financial literacy.
Literacy, not illiteracy.
Not illiteracy. Right? And I mean, hey, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Hanson. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, all the texts, everybody live. Happy to see everybody around to the Mr. God. Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, I hear laughing. I understand. That man, no, he sure he live in Trinidad. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. I want you and Mr. Tommy explain to them because they will feel. But I live in the man say, if they take all the subsidy from gas, so they tell the gas subsidy ain't gone. And the man say we increase it 20% with it come like I watch a clip on YouTube. A man say in 1976 the UNC tried to stop visa in Canada in 1976. When I see that, I say, well, Mr. Zima, well, you have Mr. Tommy. I just call to see a local.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For me, I couldn't believe it. And folks, I have to be honest with you guys. When I hear that, I say, nah. Let me tell you the exact thing what I sent to Tommy. Tommy, what did I send to you? Did I miss something here, Tommy?
Sure. You see, even if the caller stated something erroneous, the host should have caught it and put it in perspective.
Something as significant as that.
Obviously, the host wasn't focused or not paying attention the way he should.
Yeah. It that blew my mind, boy.
Either that or he's an ignomat.
You're being generous. You're being
I had to watch my words.
Yeah, you're being generous. You're being generous. You're being very generous. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I couldn't believe it. I just on a national program on air, you allow the difference between financial literacy and financial illiteracy. Why? That's what you have to teach people. Eh? And folks, I have to be honest with you, I had to go and Google it to be sure that I miss it. But Gordon Joseph admit he don't use Google. So he wouldn't know the difference. He admit that, eh? Tommy, you remember that?
Yep.
Right? Did I make that up, Tommy?
No.
Right? So if he hears something like that, he could believe in that, because he's not using Google. Can you imagine in 2025 a man come and admit that he's not? Well, that was in 2024.
Yep, last year.
Last year, he admit that he don't use Google. He just listen to Mr. Bingo, the other fella, what is his name? Dominic, and who else? Some other person, and bacteria. Them who they just get you information. Oh God. Well, yes. Let me go back to the chatter. Folks, and we ain't cut out nothing. We ain't splicey nothing. We played just as is. Yeah? Just as is. And you know why them just say is that this is a P&M education. Anderson, welcome. Dane Khan says, I will leave Trinidad to go to UK for roti and doubles. That match now matching. Don't listen to that fella, no? Well, she just know we have to get a visa to go Guyana. No doubt that, No doubt that. Pro Wall Street, Brent Thomas is a good friend of mine. The newspaper usually mix up our names in reporting. We grew up in the sport together. Oh, they used to shoot together. All right. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, Mr. Hans, as I was calling him name, you know who's the man who say about the 1976?
Who's that?
The man they call a rooster or something.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Rooster. Yeah.
Yeah, he said 1976 and UNC wasn't even existing then, and it's 1989 UNC, I think.
He's an next
one.
one.
Man said 1970s, boy. And I'm on call and say, let me raise the bar to this program.
Yeah.
And the man say that,
Yeah.
Boy, he was answering the PNM, eh?
Correct is right. Yeah. Man said 1970s. I think he was talking about when Crawford won the gold medal in the Olympics, in 1976. I think that's what you meant, Tommy.
Yeah.
When we won our first gold medal.
He made a mistake.
Yeah, you just make a mistake. Just like the partner, they make a mistake. He meant financial literacy, not financial illiteracy. You just make a mistake. I mean, let me get you make a little mistake. And the pastor with the internet search engine couldn't even correct him. And say, well, yeah, but no, it's not illiteracy, it's literacy. Capitan said, was the passage to go London could eat good for a year in Trinidad. I no joke, It's about 1,000 pounds. About 1,000 pounds, Tommy.
Wow.
Cool Runners have been in 54 countries and 7 states in the US. We still good here. There's only a few miscreants causing trouble. Deport some other Caribbean islands that end up in TT, join up with locals and do wrong. And Marie George, welcome. Oh, okay, look, Caribbean Soul help with too. No, look. Tommy, Did I misspoke and say Trinidad had the highest crime rate per capita in the world? You said Trinidad had the highest crime rate per capita in the world. Okay. All right. Okay. So PNM Fox, I fact check myself. All right. Just so that said Wall Street, the Singh said we're the number one in the world. So why does Rowley have to go abroad for his medical checkups? But we play that video here. We play that video. Those immigrants from Venezuela are causing real trouble. Banmea, the anti-UNC. Thank you. And this is why Cameroon lose because of how you stand. What do you mean? I don't understand. Banmea, what are you talking about? Mr. Intellectual said so high it pass under your foot. I feel that one is for PNM Fox, you know. The Express, the Guardian, the Newsday only going to get worse for Kamala with her support for Trump. Trump in power, you know, Banma. You forget that? Cuba don't have any human rights. Cuba is a satellite of Russia with China as a major trading. Cuba exports spies, terrorists among the medical personnel.
So I guess the medical personnel doing the crime in Trinidad.
Cool runner. What? Nah. All right. You know what we go do, Tommy? We go do the 10% with Cool Runner on that one. Right? We go game. That is part of the 10%. We go game that one. Let we go game that one. That is part of the 10%. Cool Runner, we get that one. Take that one. Take that one. That is part of the 10%. We ain't going. She's going to isolate people like you who support her as Trump digs in more. Got to run respect. All right, man. No, but yeah, you need people. You forget what Jeff Bezos says. Darren Red, the amount of doctors and nurses we have in Trinidad and Tobago, we don't need any outside healthcare workers. What the government fails to do is providing them proper tenure and salaries. Tommy, you believe that?
I don't know what to believe when it comes to the amount of medical workers, healthcare workers we have. I know we have a lot of young doctors who lack experience.
Okay. All right. It's just something with the crime index. Venezuela 1, Papua New Guinea 2, Afghanistan 3, Haiti 4, South Africa 5, Honduras 6, Trinidad 7. It right there?
That's the per capita.
Per capita, yeah. At one time, Trinidad was like top 4. Yeah, but it is what it is. It's not talking bad about the country. That's facts. That's facts. Ria's welcome. And we only talk the facts here, nothing but the facts. Gordon Joseph said the song that you listened to on Google show today from the girl from Tobago, it new. And you do play new songs, and will we hear it tonight? I think the village may find it nice, especially as it from a youth. You know, Tommy, it's sad, boy. It's sad. He listened to the pastor with the internet search engine name, and he says it new, and you do play new songs, and but I hear the pastor say that song was from a few years ago, What do we consider new, Tommy?
2025.
But that song was from a few years ago. Another lie. Oh God. Go on, Joseph. Go back and listen to the pastor program with the internet search engine name. Go on, Joseph, boy, you better take out that radio plugs when you listen to them programming. Oh God, boy, that make yourself look bad all the time, boy. Sad. Semantics, welcome. Good evening, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Gordon is not too high for Wall Street. It's a pack of who shot John. Oh, God. Well, yes. Good evening to you, Miss Santa Cruz. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Good evening, Miss Santa Cruz.
Yeah. And she said good night to my friends in the village. Cheap labor. They're all over the world, so gosh. Make dollars now. What are you talking about? Anyway. All right. Yeah, Mr. Alanda said that's not new. Or the headline never matches the story. Yeah, boy, it ain't easy, you know. John Bujam, welcome. Kamla Prasad Besesa is the boss. And Tommy, you see, Tommy, that is the difference, eh? Right? If we have an opinion here and it's different from other people's opinion, we express that opinion.
Correct.
And we come with facts about the opinion and keep it moving.
That's all.
That is it. You know? But when you're going to be blindly supporting something, yeah, it's sad. Here comes Mr. Rima now, boy. This thing deep because of the gas license with Venezuela gas. Mr. Rima, you not realize that? You not realize that, Mr. Rima? Mr. Rima, I think your day in Rima today was too hot, eh? Because it's a Rima was hot today, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, God. Lucky Lal, I have awaited the comments. Let me put it to the sycophants. The Kamla administration took the specialist doctors to work here and train our doctors to specialize in their field. A 3-year contract to do this. That makes sense?
Yep.
That makes absolute sense. And that is what I'm saying. I am saying that if you're going to bring people into the country, get the best of the best. And for our healthcare system, that is splendiferous to bring the best to teach us. Me see nothing wrong with that. I'm just sure that says Wall Street Rowley did not do anything for the last 9 years. So that is why you want to open the unfinished building. That's his legacy. Yeah? What? Mr. Rima, Cubans have no set of rights. What does that have to do with Cubans being in Trinidad? They don't have no rights in Trinidad, Tommy? What she mean in Cuba? You mean she mean?
Has to be.
I don't know what she's talking about. Imagine a woman calling a Google program that a camera trying to divide the country with race talk. Please. Please. You are so right. Like the 42% this and the 72% that. None of the mainstream media you could find that. Or, sorry, UNC Media and their special talk show host. Tommy, let me prove for that fella that's lie again. Eh? Let me proof to him again. Eh? Let me proof to him again. Folks, I'm going to do this. Tommy, do I have to do it again or no? I'm following you on this one. Do I have to prove he lying again or no?
Whatever your heart tells you.
No. You tell me. Whatever you tell me, I'm doing. All right. You know what? Straight dogs go back at every card that goes by.
That's right.
I go use your prophetic statement. All right. $400 million to build a highway to Tanzania. It finished yet? Tanzania or Manzanilla? Tanzania? I know about that one. Mr. We must say, Cuba doctors are forever indebted to the government that they are not allowed to do private jobs. Mr. Rima? What Mr. Rima talking about, Tommy?
You know something?
Miss Arima, I wonder if it's still hot in Arima. It had to be.
Yep.
Wall Street, most of your audience are low-level education achievers. That's why you can talk so much nonsense unchallenged. Tommy, now think about this, Tommy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are both here talking, right? P&M Fox is here. P&M Fox, all you have to do is to fact check us. But don't fact check us and be wrong. Right? So if most of your audience are low-level education achievers, what do you think about the Mugabe station where the man telling the pastor of the internet search engine about financial illiteracy and the pastor just let it go? What about that P&M Fox? Eh?
Teaching illiteracy.
P&M Fox, what about that? Oh God, man. Let's expose all this stuff too much, you know. March 20th, I will be in the Port of Spain General Hospital to do a walkthrough to see for myself. They call it a practical completion. When people understand what that means, they will understand. We try to discuss that. We discuss that ad nauseum. We discuss that. All the government have to tell the people, right? We have made the building. There are 2 floors that are completed, and by March 30th, July 20, the other rest of the building will be completed. They could have been transparent and accountable with what was happening. But they come to try to fool the people. And when they get exposed, right, they're coming out to backtrack. Listen, once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you cannot put it back in. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you cannot put it back in. Just remember that. Just short that says Wall Street Rowley bought some equipment and put them in the hospital when they went to open it. It's article says Wall Street, well said. You just know the nuts by the P&M husk. They don't research, just come in P&M fiction. Yeah, they come in, and as they come,
so they're rubbish.
As they come with the garbology and the dotishology and the foolishology, all we want them to do is to think. And you know the sad thing, boy? P&M Fox just says I engineer, you know. I wonder where does engine, boy? Where does engineer to me? That's a good question, you know. I ask myself that. Gordon Joseph said, do it if it's true Wall Street. If not, take it back where you got it. The lie shop. To me, he tempted me, you know. He tempted me, boy. Lisa Gerard. Tommy pronounced it correctly. Okay, 400 million to build a highway to Manzanilla. Okay. Mickey the Ghost Rider was welcome. Trinidad is slipping away very fast. This place is now a country living in fear. You know, you think it easy? All in a sudden, you need a visa to go to the United Kingdom. The dragon not brain no more in Venezuela. You understand?
True.
2, and then Tommy, on top of that, we want to lease the refinery to a corrupted company from Nigeria. Don't forget that, you know. Don't forget that. But Tommy, I have something to play from former P&M Vice Chairman Robert LaHunt. Did you see it?
No.
All right, I'll go play it. And in there, he talks about what Kamala Prasad Besesa told Prime Minister Rowley about how the constituencies that supported the PNM for years are the worst in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, and PNM has ruled the country for more years than any other party. Former Vice Chairman Robert LaHunt. All over here. And he tried to kind of twist it. But you already hear it for yourself. He was former Vice Chairman, eh? I mean, when he was in the PNM, he couldn't say nothing. Right? Now he's talking now. He like Jennifer Butti's primers, boy. They're making noise, boy. Yeah, KFC. Yeah. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Mr. Washington, you got visa to go England, right?
Yeah.
Under Dr. Early, get gold, silver, and bronze, right?
In the moderate.
Yes.
Yeah, mothers.
In the moderate.
Yeah.
So you're gonna watch that. You know, today a woman got the find a woman in a box.
I see. That was a lady here?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Plus
man.
A old woman and all. The bitchy very bad.
Man. Wow.
So the moderate that's going up on that is PNN government.
Yeah, boy. You think it easy? Sad, boy.
But with Leon, right? The former minister who was for
Public utilities, Lehunt.
Public utility, right?
Yeah.
When the Honorable Carol Sasser tell all the CBOT people,
yeah,
who concerned voting the PNM. But look at the communities, Mr. Washington, who concerned voting the PNM, who never forsake the PNM. You was in that Colorado too? And so?
Oh, I was never a PNM till I did. I was never a PNM till I did. I could say that. When I KFC, let me say this, sir.
Yeah.
I have said this over and over. When I realized how the PNM was treating the people who put them in power, I said, how I go continue to support that, boy? And to crystallize it, when I had to fight to get the building up in Chumaca renovated, and they mashed down the building in Port of Spain like chili baby, I said, nah, I can't support that. How I go support that? I have to be a hypocrite to support that. I can't support that.
When I was the eras, why you call it from the East West Corner, still a thing in there. Who concerned voting the PNM, what the greatest the PNM, what the communities, what should they were living and thing. But Mr. Washington,
yeah.
And still as down by the day, you know who developed down by and build basketball court and give you roads and thing and pave the road?
UNC?
Nah.
Who?
The NRA government, you know.
Oh, the NAR? Okay.
Yeah, under Robinson. He paved the road straight out from the market to straight out to Bagwanton or that build a basketball court. When you never come, they come down there and shook in the only thing in there.
Think it easy.
Race and inequality and
people in just call it they like sufferation, they like promises. I want to them like, but Mr. What should I say? They give us some keys and things today too, boy.
Hey,
they
give out keys today?
Yeah.
I see that,
boy. Leon and them give out keys today, man.
Yeah,
the government working, man.
They're working for you, man. They're working for you.
Yeah, man. Right thing, give me worship yourself in place.
You gotta put myself in place, boy. What? Bone shine, boy. Bone shine to me. The shine.
Yep, it's
shine
that
like
time.
this. Huh?
It's that time.
Yeah. It's that time, man. Lucky Lal says, oh, okay. Miss Santa Cruz says, Pastor Gordon, UNC Media, really? You have no shame to call them UNC Media. God must be proud of your deceit. Oh, God. Even Miss Santa Cruz calling out Gordon Joseph. The Cuban doctors and the doctors from India are working together to find solutions, especially in diabetes. Of course. That's what they're there. Just said Washington, most of the local doctors have their private office. Okay. Mr. Rima says they have to do things for the brutal regime to serve and maintain their army. Rubio will tell the story. All right, Mr. Rima. Mickey Ghostwriter says even the churches are totally corrupt. Imagine using the scriptures to commit fraudulent transactions. Boy, you people should be held in contempt. Mr. Intellectuals, everyone knows the men who run the lie shop is the leaders of the PNM. And them fellas that shop there every day. I didn't know there was a lie shop in Trinidad. Oh God. Mickey the Ghostwriter said Trinidad is so corrupted. Even corruption is accepted as a prerequisite for a PNM post. Oh God. Well, we know for a fact that when the UNC left office in 2015, we were ranked 72nd in the world on the Corruption Perception Index. And 1 year later, we have our highest ranking in history. No matter say history. In the last 20 years, under the Prime Minister Rowley government, that was 101. Not me say that. The Corruption Perception Index say that. And PNM folks, go and Google that now. Look up the CPI from transparency.org. Go and look it up. No, you look it up already. Go and say, Anna, Miss Santa Cruz, I take it that you don't know how the thing does go. But I try to stay away from personal attacks and deal with issues. All right. Who don't hear will feel. Mr. Rima throwing words for the PNM, you know. You know how long they tell them to diversify the economy? And now, Mr. Rima, we going and feel it, eh? Exactly. You are absolutely correct. Tommy had to take this call for a minute. It's my son. Let me take this call. Yeah, just to take that real quick there. All right. Bro. Bro, where you joining us from? Bro. Tell me, there's 500 doctors in for 9 Tobago who graduated from medical school that cannot get jobs. Bro, explain me. Tell me, there's 500 doctors in for 9 Tobago who graduated from medical school that cannot get jobs. Okay, I understand that. Help me out with that there. And some, the RPNM need to cut old age pension by 47% and use the difference to give to those getting disability grant. And it's that. I know about that one, huh? Some you know about that?
10%. Isn't that the number that was given as the increase for parliamentarians and so on?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, 47% is the percentage increase.
Yeah, no, 47% is the increase that was given to them. Yes, 47%. That was the increase. But I don't understand how it says. Okay, hold on. It says, and we're going for the break. And some need to cut old age pension by 47% and use the difference to give to those getting disability grant. Now I don't see them cutting old age pension by 47%, man. I don't think they're gonna do that. That is suicide.
She's just being sarcastic.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Mickey the Ghostwriter said, take a look at Farish Young Rowley. Watch the evil manifestation of these Beverly devotees. The eminent pure evil mixed with arrogance and attitude. So, folks, we're gonna take that break. And when we come back, you see the audio on the screen, video on the screen with the audio. We want you all to listen to that very, very, very attentively. We'll be right back. Stick on stage. In the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right
You're
back.
listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Which is in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Remember to share the live. Tell a friend. Call up a friend. Tell them to tell a friend.
Okay, let me play this. This voice note I got here.
Good night, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Well, I see the fake pastor digging himself way into hell more, boy. With all kind of relics he put up on camera and Philip and all kind of different people. He trying his best to verify them for the 10 years of visa time government, PNM governance in this country. Like I say, them LB sycophants, lovely, beautiful sycophants. They know what I mean when I say that, right? They will support that party that gave nothing to them for the last 10 years. If them was Jim Jones, they'd tell them mix the Kool-Aid and give me the drink. That's how desperate and foolish these people is, following a half-dead party like this. Nothing them do for the last 10 years, you know. That fella Ibrahim from that Burkina Faso do more in 1 year than Keith Rowley do in 10 years. And Keith Rowley could never put the big toe in that man's shoe. Waste our time, government. Waste our time. They have to go. Have a good night, Uncle Tommy and Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah, Bitcoin, thank you. All right, so I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this, I want you all to listen to this. This is from former Vice Chairman Robert LaHunt.
Race and Inequality in TNT, an opinion by former PNM Vice Chairman Robert LaHunt. In a recent statement made by the opposition leader, in an attempt to ascribe factors motivating the charges being brought against her deputy political leader, she made an important observation, and I quote,
You hear that, Tommy? She made an important observation, and I quote. Listen to the quote, PNM people, listen to the quote. Listen, this is coming from the vice chairman. I mean, it have a little kind of thin state, but listen to it. Listen, let me go back a little bit here. Take a listen.
Deputy political leader, she made an important observation, and I quote, communities that support PNM have the highest crime rate, worst infrastructure, and the lowest opportunities. This statement by itself acknowledges the fact that the PNM, which has...
Now, you hear that, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
But hear what comes after it. Tommy, if you are admitting that, what do you think is the solution? What's the solution? He's admitting that Kamala Prasad-Bessa is right. When she addressed Prime Minister Rowley with respect to how the people who mostly support the PNM, their communities are in degradation. It is the worst for years upon years upon years. Right? Robert LaHunt, former vice chairman of the PNM, is admitting that. But let's go back a little bit. I want you guys to listen. And look how we try to spin it. Try to spin it. There we go. Take a listen, folks.
And I quote, communities that support PNM have the highest crime rate, worst infrastructure, and the lowest opportunities. This statement by itself acknowledges the fact that the PNM, which has been in political power for the majority of our country's post-independence, and the party supported by the majority of the Black community, does not consider discriminatory racial factors in the allocation of the country's resources.
You hear that, Tommy?
Right.
How could he agree with one thing and then disagree with what he just said? I ain't get that. So you saying that in South Africa they have had, and I'm going to play that to show you that they're trying to help the people who have been discriminated against for years upon years upon years, and they're putting specific programs to assist those people. He's agreeing what the opposition leader says, but then he take it back in the next sentence.
Sure.
Take a listen.
Which has been in political power for the majority of our country's post-independence, and the party supported by the majority of the Black community, does not consider discriminatory racial factors in the allocation of the country's resources. The question that should be asked, therefore, is whether the reality acknowledged by her above is, in fact, the genesis of the problem, or at very least, a major contributing factor. Rather than focusing on the racial component of her statement, should we not be focused on the fact that in large areas of our society, most of which are occupied by people of African descent, the level of development has been substandard. This identified reality manifests itself in a number of ways. The primary schools in which students are scoring less than 30% in the...
Tommy, you remember when we was talking about that?
Right.
Scoring less than 30% are predominantly Black kids.
That's right.
You know, every time you only talking about Black this and Black that. A former vice chairman of the PNM, former minister of public utilities, who was in the belly of the beast of the PNM, making the same type of statements now. Yeah, let's continue to listen. This is his statement, eh? This is his statement. It's not Wall Street or Uncle Tommy. These statements came from him.
SEA are primarily the African areas. The majority of prisoners in our jails are primarily African descent. The areas in which children are leaving school and going home unattended and unsupervised are the East-West corridor communities. The dropout rate in secondary school is highest in African community. The majority, the business community, is made of people of non-African descent, and the list goes on. In a country where we pride ourselves in the phrase, every creed and race find an equal place, how did we get here? More importantly, how are we planning to get out of here so that we can all live in and enjoy this country? The obvious, uninformed, knee-jerk reaction would be simply to ascribe the existing situation to views such as Black people cannot do business, Black people are lazy, opportunities are created, and Black people do not know how to take advantage of them. This approach is simplistic and myopic at best. The reality is, however, that 35% of our country is made up of people of African descent, and for overall productivity in the country to improve, all aspects of the country must be firing on all cylinders. Having recognized the problem, therefore, we must go above simplistic, uninformed reasoning and attempt to treat with the issue more clinically. I recently became exposed to an approach taken by Malaysia when that country recognized that its Indian community, which, like Trinidad and Tobago, represented 33% of the population, was underperforming. In that society, similar to Trinidad and Tobago, some members of the Indian community were doing very well. However, from an overall perspective, the community was underperforming compared to other communities and was a major contributor to crime. In developing a solution, the government recognized that this was not an Indian people's problem. It was a national problem, and therefore it required a national approach. It is therefore clear that a similar approach needs to be taken and articulated by any political party attempting to have the privilege of ruling our multiracial society. This is definitely not about race, but it is about recognizing that as a country we have a problem. We must remove our heads from the sand, and instead of playing the blame game, let's all try to be nationalistic and deal with the issue. I would like to see all parties articulate concrete plans on how they are going to reduce the number of children in our primary school system who are scoring below 30% in the SEA. While focus should be placed on the national movement, we need to be specific in particular areas that we know are doing badly. Similarly, measurable targets should be set and programs identified in all areas that will result in the level of inequality in the society improving. That level of inequality and the lack of opportunities are at the center of the crime problems facing our country. We need to be laser focused on providing meaningful solutions and not allow our politicians to play football with this critical issue.
There you have it, Tommy.
Yep.
Right? Admitting the problem.
That's half the solution.
Yeah. So that is the former vice chairman of the People's National Movement. So it's not something that Tommy and I made up. He's admitting that Kamala Persad-Bissessa's statement to Prime Minister Rowley is correct. That the most dilapidated communities are those communities that have supported the PNF, have never forsaken the PNM. And the PNM been in power the longest. How long are these communities going to continue to take abuse from the PNM? How long? Let's take this voice note.
Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and everybody out there. You know, PNMites are getting, the local word judgery. They're getting judgery because now the head of the Public Service Association said that she's going to join up with the UNC to fight to bring down the PNM, this PNM government. Right? And you know, Wall Street, Stuart Young has no shame whatsoever to come and say people are cowards who come on social media to air their grievances or whatever. I guess that's why maybe he wants to do something about it. We can't depend on the PNM media to expose the PNM. So now you want to stop people on social media for exposing the PNM? You keep it up, young Simone. You keep it up. And see how far it will get you. Thanks a lot and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. But Tommy, you wouldn't believe this, eh? You wouldn't believe this. You know, even Spider-Man have problems with the PNM.
I know. I seen the video.
Folks, even Spider-Man having problems with the government. I want you to take a listen to this. Listen to this. Spidey, eh? Well, you know, Spider-Man could fly and go anywhere. Listen to Spidey. Listen to Spider-Man. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Give me answer, Mr. Tommy. So Mr. Answer, we'll just pay it from the former man from PNM, right?
Yeah.
You see, let me sit down and analyze it. I like the way in conversation like this. Let me sit down and analyze it. Who brings up the most real stock on the platform in time for campaigning?
The PNM?
Right?
Yeah.
The PNM. They talk about Calcutta ship. They talk about this. They talk about that. They talk about all that, right? They're trying to show the population or the PNM supporters that if you vote for UNC, there's an Indian party and they will do nothing for you. So vote for the PNM. But you've been voting the PNM for so many years and yet still you're stagnant. You're reaching nowhere. The communities is worse. The crime rate is high. No opportunities. The infrastructure, as the man say, is from maybe in the 1970s. One or two people, the exception, maybe have a nice house or wherever in these areas, but that's the exception. But yet still, every time is something is always about the Indian and the African. But okay, let me say you believe that talk the PNM supporters that the Indian will do nothing for you. So you're voting for PNM and that is supposed to be your party. But what they're doing for you? Nothing. You're still living the same way how you're living, and they will come back again for this campaign to try to use semantics and innuendos and the race baiting game. Come on. Going in 2025 is a modern time. We have so much technology now, so much social media, and so much of this and that. All we have to do is sit down and analyze your life. Man, I voted for this PNM, and where my life going? What did it do for my grandfather? What did it do for my grandmother? What did it do for my parents in this 10 years? The last time my grandparents got a raise up pension was in 2010 to 2015. That was the last time. Sit down and ask yourself, how my community looking right now? Me as a, right, the question I had to ask, instead of all these PNM chatters coming on the chat and talking about who lying, bring pictures, give me some, show me your community, show me the development, show me the opportunities they have. And let me see. But they continue want to always believe in this race baiting game, and your life ain't going nowhere. One or two people are the exception, they get you. Maybe by little portions, or maybe by luck, or maybe by the education. But that is just a simple, that is a percentage, 0.001%. But we talking about the majority of people. Come on. It's about time, because every time you listen to anyone say it, it's always about race, but it have no race in Trinidad. All of us are black. All of us are one. And it's time for development and not no more old talk and small talk. All right, Mr. Answer, to me, look on listening.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. How are you? I want to look for something. MSCA. I want to look for something. I just say that, Mr. Florida. When all you talk something, it is jog my memory. I want to jog my memory. I just want to look for something. All right. Let me see if I could get it here, boy.
You gonna play Spidey?
Huh? Say that again, Tommy.
You gonna play Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Spidey. I'm gonna play Spider-Man. Oh, let me take this call. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, Mr. Wall Street. You remember when I say Ramadaga in them?
Yeah. And them most of them from the Murky Lagoon. Don't forget that one.
For the Murky Lagoon, right?
Yeah.
The PNM says I know the PNM are pushing Irish talk, right? They say not to vote for the Indians and them. The Steves, right?
Yeah.
And the people who concerned voting the PNM, they doing nothing for them. They're doing everything for the Indian community. They're building the schools. Remember long by Mulila constituency, so quick, they build the school for Mulila long there.
Yeah.
And look at the school, Piccadilly School and St. Philip School. And it's still in a state that are abandoned. And Piccadilly School close to Scotland office, MP office.
Correct. Right or wrong? Right next door. Right next door. Yeah, man. Bless.
So that's using we just vote our bank for them, or
that's it.
Me, because me don't like them, and me don't vote for them.
That is it. Come on, vote. And once the election done and they win, later for you.
When the election time, Mr. What should I take away I can get from them, you know, and vote them out, you know?
Correct is right. Correct is right.
Yeah, because I don't know the right of footprint is West Corridor. Well, look at the community in our state. Look at you. You are tired of them back then for a simple building where I'm mashed down like Chile.
Yep. Yep. And
so they're not really doing nothing for the people in the East West Corridor concerned voting them, you know.
And you know the worst thing, KFC boy? The black PNM supporters supporting that, you know, boy. Them supporting that. Them have no problem with them mashing down that building, boy. That Wall Street gonna buy a building. If Wall Street were a building for yourself, like if I were a building for my, them gonna buy a building.
Why Wall Street? You never know that Indian man or Chinese man or Australian man that gave me the building.
But Kamala Prasad give David Mohammed the land that Kwame Tourist Center is right now. Kamala Prasad gave him that.
Master Pan, give them a pistol and in Trinity.
Correct.
Rolly come and take it away from them.
Please. All right, let me
So
listen.
that's why they push. That's why they pushing after terrorists. So like they every Indians and them are flipping the community and to them.
Yeah, man.
And Rolly that's suffering people who concerned voting in PNM. I love to understand.
Yeah, man.
So see Spidey there. He look
Mr. Spidey. Let me play Spidey. Look, Spidey, all you. Hear what Spidey saying, huh? This is Spidey. Listen to Spidey.
Who's Spidey? What you seen, man? Why looking so sad, boy?
Boy, I can't keep up with the crime in this country, boy.
How, boy? But you Spider-Man, boy, you supposed to...
What, boy, them men and them different, but everything is different, though.
It's real different in Trinidad, eh?
Serious down here, boy.
But Spidey that gets stressing on your skinny, so... Who's Spidey?
Hear that? It was Spidey saying all you? Spidey, you know, Spider-Man, you know? Even Spidey getting problems. Well, you see why the UK don't work with Trinidad no visa no more? Spider-Man stressing. Spidey could fly and walk on building and all kind of thing. And he's questioning.
What you seen, man? Why you looking so sad, boy?
Boy, I can't keep up with the crime in this country, boy.
How, boy?
But
But you Spider-Man, boy, you supposed to...
What, boy, them men and them different, but everything is different, though.
It's real different in Trinidad, eh?
Serious down here, boy.
But Spidey that gets stressing on your skinny, so... Who's Spidey? What you seen, man?
Yeah, Spidey. Spidey's stressing too bad. But folks, I want to take you guys back a little bit, and I want you guys to listen to this. I'm going to take you guys back a little bit. I want to take you back a little bit, Tommy. Listen to this. This is the community that have never forsaken the PNM. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is my community of Chumaka Clavanto. All right. Oh God, boy. No audio in that. You hearing, Tommy? Folks, this is the building up in Chumaka Clavanto about a year ago.
The audio poor.
Yeah, the audio poor. All right.
I hear something bang drop. My little granddaughter started bawling when I went inside it before the ceiling from the bedroom drop on her.
This is the building in Chumaka Clavanto.
And I went inside
last year.
I'm coming back out from that bedroom to go over in his bedroom to see if anywhere else thing. It's the next ceiling started to fall down. Everywhere started to fall down after. And then he get hit with a piece of wood from inside. I got the bricks from it. And when I'm coming out in front now to come out the front door is because we couldn't come out because it's more lightning, thunder, and then the current went. When the current went, I just ended up coming inside and stand up right there because that time the next part of the roof didn't come out and I just was swollen up and she bawling and I was bawling and after I just opened the door, when I opened the door it's because the gallery, the roofing in the gallery gone too and was blocking the staircase so that I come downstairs. And things was behind the door blocking, I couldn't just end up pushing it and come out and went downstairs and I was calling somebody for help because they didn't have nobody around. So everything I lost in my house.
You said you all were made requests to ECM.
Yes, I go because they changed this roof for me already, you know. I did tell them about it because at the time I was in my bedroom and I feeling like some brown stuff was on the bed. And when I reported to them and they did come and they did really change the ceiling, but yet still it had all words in between it. So because all of that
the ceiling will blow off, you know.
in the wood. So that is because of all of this, because the rotten wood. So with that storm now we come there, it just take everything and go on.
What's your plan for tonight?
I don't know.
How many of you all reside here, ma'am?
Well, it's my son and my mister.
Yeah.
3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we just sleep in our bedroom and we print, the computer and print everything in there.
How many years have you occupied this building?
It's been here about 14 or 15 years around this way.
And the average, how much you lost? You give a rough average, how much you probably lost? A lot. All right.
Whatever experience, anything like this.
That's also a building in Schumacher, Craven, too. Sada. Them supported the PNM more than anything else. Yeah. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Robo says, very interesting. I never knew African met. People are spending less money now, I know. Listen to this. Create your own content and get off past the Google. PNM Fox, when you get a chance, go to WZYE TV on YouTube. Go to WZYE TV on YouTube and you go see. Go and see. I mean, oh God, boy, all it too easy, you know, too easy. Go to WZYE TV on YouTube and you go see the content that we created here at WZYE 95.9 FM. Go and see it. Mr. Rima, every country in Latin America knows about the brotherhood. We're so stupid. Yeah. Banwari, I will get that young lady. Can you get the new PSA president to say a few words to the nation? You know, Tommy, the woman come out and talk facts. Under the UNC, the PSA get one of the highest wage rate increase. One of the highest. You understand, intellectual? Hey, welcome.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Is it possible that something happened to people in Trinidad and Tobago in the hospitals and them when they were born? Like who born in the late 50s and early 60s and probably the 70s. Something happened to them when they come out of the hospital or when they come out of the mother womb, like the doctor slapped them in the wrong place or something.
I don't know now. Something up.
I'm trying to figure it out.
But Mr. Intellectual, I think Tommy hit the nail on the proverbial head. I think it's the PNM miseducation. Tommy, you said that, right?
True.
Yeah, but think about it. In the 50s, it wasn't PNM education. Coming down to the early 60s and things, we still had the colonial system still running the PNM. Right?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, like people just get guns and do this. They can't think for themselves again.
They can't.
Anyhow, have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Good to you.
So, Tommy, hear what truth set you free. You need to change your name, you know. You really need to change your name. Truth shall set you free. Change your name. Change your name. Because the truth seems to have you in shackles. Truth set you free. Hear what you say. Only 2 person watching.
Well,
what did Miles Monroe say about a herd of sheep led by a lion will devour a herd of lions led by a sheep? Is that what he said? Remember that?
That's right.
You remember that? Truth set you free. You ever hear about that quote? Go Google it and look up Miles Monroe and talk about the lion and the sheep. Right? A herd of sheep led by a lion
will defeat.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Will defeat a herd of lions led by a sheep.
Truth. I hope that sets you free. You know, all you're good, you know. All you're real good in truth, you know. And Caribbean Soul, you are absolutely correct. 2 lions is better than 500 sheep. There you go. 100% correct. Eh? Please. Warsheet, you have to remember, when you are speaking PNMites, you have to speak slowly. Oh, God. Mr. Rima said they are spies. We too stupid. So, Tommy, the Cuban government sent spy doctors to Trinidad for what? What did have in Trinidad we want to spy?
Exactly.
What Mr. Rima, what did have in Trinidad that Cuban doctors who are spies come into Trinidad to spy on to send back to Cuba? What, Tommy?
Carnival.
Oh, you know what? Dragon gas.
Okay.
I feel so. And the central block in Port of Spain General Hospital. Yeah. I feel so. Mr. Rima, make it make sense now, please. Yolanda Cordner, welcome. Hey, Cordner, boy. That song like a real popular last.
Tobago.
Huh?
Cordner is Tobago.
Like Tobago? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Isn't that the real good soccer player for Trinidad? You to play for Trinidad? I wonder if Yolanda is related to her? Rowley is a failed politician. Should have never been the PM. Manning warned us about the man, and look at the state of the country today. Correct is right, young bro. 100%. Look at the state of the country today. We closed down Petrochin, right? We have in the Prime Minister Rowley get a gold, silver, and bronze in the Murder Olympics in Trinidad for the highest murders in the history of Trinidad and Tobago under his watch. Yeah? Right? Under his watch, Trinidad became the most corrupted Trinidad and Tobago in 2016. The highest was ever ranked on the Corruption Perception Index under Prime Minister Rowley. The most amount of black people living below the poverty line, 26% under Prime Minister Rowley. We could go on. Most black kids going below 30%. On the SCA, the former vice chairman of the PNM just told all of that. I don't have to come and say that. He said it. And it goes on and on and on. He take away the land from Pantrin Bago. He changed the name to African Emancipation Support Day. That is what he changed it to, Tommy?
Yep.
Yet, they couldn't even get a piece of land to plant some yam. They better make it make sense. So.
You just from Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day.
Yeah. What they got for that? Listening to Stuart Young make me sick with rage. The PNM ministers are so arrogant, boasting as if they accomplish anything at all. This is a propaganda. Maybe they are both too stupid to understand. Yeah, what he says? He says, not to have dead wounded lion. I bet you 2 half dead wounded lion still better than 500 sheep. Yeah, Tommy?
Yeah.
I will take 2 half dead wounded lion any day rather than 500 sheep. Okay, Tommy, at least he admit the truth. I don't use Google for what, sir? Right? At least he admitted he doesn't use Google. Tommy, how you could tell me in 2025 you will admit that you don't use Google? What am I missing?
Time.
Yeah. All right. Well, truth set you free. Welcome. Yeah, KFC.
Mr. Washi, you don't use Google. You listen to Pastor Google.
Yeah. You don't even know Google. Yeah. Guys are good old KFC.
He listen to him, Pastor.
He listen to him, Pastor. He don't need no Google. He listen to Pastor Google. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, young bro, well, good evening. Tell me, truth set you free say are hiding from ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of we hiding from ice.
All of we hiding from ice. Because you could slip on that ice, yes? Gordon, new on air, sir. I'm sure you heard how many callers said they heard it from. They heard it for the first time, and you could tell me about it. And among the others, you said to me, the listeners, that you will. And I just know what they be talking about sometime, huh? The state of affairs in Trinidad and Tobago is beyond the Caribbean. Rowdies and insubordinate who completely psychologically impaired this food put in all of us, whether PNM or UNC. Yeah, correct is right. They don't fact check anything. We're calling people liars. JB Harper, welcome. Yeah. Tommy, no. Tommy, no. Tommy, no, Tommy. No. No, Tommy. Tommy, can you read that on the screen? No, Tommy. No.
Yes, he make a mistake between literacy and illiterate. Ain't nothing wrong with me making a mistake, except if the host was paying attention, he would have corrected it and kept it moving.
Okay. Tommy, you mean to say, if you don't know the difference between literacy and illiteracy, something had to be wrong, Tommy.
True.
Something had to be wrong. You could simply go to Google and find out what is the difference between literacy and illiteracy. If you don't know.
But Google was the host.
Oh, okay. My bad. I take that back. Sorry, I take that back. You're absolutely correct. you know, Santa Cruz, you're right, like working on the New York Stock Exchange, Tommy. You have an opening bell and a closing bell, right?
Yep.
You know you can't unring the bell.
True.
Mr. Cruz, let me give you a round of applause for that one. Again, you a round of applause for that one. That is so true. No, that is very true. You cannot unring the bell. That is a good one. Let me give you a round of applause for that one. Yeah. You deserve this. Mr. Santa Cruz, you are absolutely correct. Yeah? You can't ring the bell. Correct is right. Okay. Hold on, eh? Mickey the Ghost Rider said, every day our country is slipping away. People still supporting this violent country. People with a few dollars are fleeing like refugees across the globe. Yeah? Look at June come now. June say, nobody want to go to the UK. Like Capitan brother. All right. Here's PNM folks. Wall Street, you're talking nonsense. Practical completion is a standard in the construction industry. You cannot challenge my civil engineering capabilities because you do not have a PhD to be called a professor. Okay. Hey, yeah, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good night again, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Tommy, these fellas coming on your live trying to discredit your program, right?
Yeah.
And talking about viewership and talking about how much people on the live and all that. That is the level at the vocabulary and that is the level at the education. They cannot come on the live and make a a proper comment. You cannot call in and debate you and Mr. Tommy. That is all they can do.
Yeah.
And you see, the funny thing, Mr. Hanslim, is that you doing this because of love of country.
Correct.
How many people living in Trinidad? In Trinidad, you living in America, you are Mr. Tommy, but you still spend time, 5 days for the week, 4 days for the week, coming on these areas for 3 hours when you could be with your family enjoying your nice life. You are Mr. Tommy. To try to bring a level of understanding, educate the people about what really going on, trying to show them that you was a PNM, but then you realize that this RPNM is not doing the correct thing. And always the funny thing, you only bring facts. You don't bring personal opinions in it, and personal feelings in it. You bring the facts and you bring it on. And every day they will come on this program and they will never be able to make one logical and important comment or call in and try to debate you and Mr. Tommy. And you know what's the funny thing about all this? These are big grown men with children and grandchildren. And that is why the future of this country is where it is. And as most people say, time for them to go home. Look honestly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks. Tommy, this one takes the cake down. I want you to address this one, Tommy. Watch on the screen there. Watch on the screen. You see on the screen there? You hear that? That one take the cake, boy. I will leave it right there. For song say, walls, the man eat food in your house too. Oh God. Oh God. Be my house there. Gordon Joseph is a sanitary engineer. You okay? Oh God, oh, let be nice now, man. Be nice now, man. Oh, sound good evening. Yeah, Gordon, stop being false with this. It's a fact when PNM in office, crime escalate. I mean, he knows that. You understand? That's why I can't address that comment there. I can't address that comment. Nah, I ain't wasting my time with that. It's the PNM on this government. Anyone who opposed the government are met with a winch and all kind of corrupted backlash. As the Chief Justice under the influence of the PNM. God, what issues you're dealing with, typical PNM, that you're spreading propaganda and calling it facts. All right, I'm going to play. Let me see something. Let me see if I have any more voice notes here. All right, I want to play next video for you guys. Let me go over here. Spidey boy. So folks, you all remember, you know what? Let me just quickly address this. Let me quickly address this one here. I mean, we know this has been in the news, and but this is not Prime Minister Rowley's fault. It had nothing to do with him and what going on in the country that caused the UK government to take a stand regarding visas, and only the third Caribbean country to have such that they now have visas in order to go to the United Kingdom. Take a listen to this, even though you all already heard it already.
Here is some important news. From today, the 12th of March 2025, we are introducing a visitor visa requirement for nationals of Trinidad and Tobago travelling to the UK. This means that all Trinidad and Tobago nationals must obtain a visa before travelling to the UK for all visits. Trinidad and Tobago nationals will no longer be eligible to travel under the Electronic Travel Authorization Scheme, And those planning to transit through the UK will now need a direct airside transit visa. In any country, including the UK, security, including border security, has to be our priority. We regularly review our visa and immigration policies to ensure they remain effective. On this occasion, there's been a significant increase in the number of unjustified asylum applications by Trinidad and Tobago nationals at the UK border. Unfortunately, the actions of a small minority have meant that our ministers have had to take the difficult decision to introduce a visa requirement. There will be a short transition period until 23rd of April 2025 for visitors who already have confirmed travel booking and an electronic travel authorization. You can find all the info about this period, all other requirements, and the application process on the UK government website at the link in the description. I understand that many of you will find this news disappointing, and that's why I wanted to explain it to you personally. Of course, here at the British High Commission, we will continue to work hand in hand with our friends and colleagues in Trinidad and Tobago to strengthen our partnership. As part of that, we want you to continue to travel to the UK as much as Brits do to Trinidad and Tobago to discover the best of both countries.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Right? I want to play this other one before we go. Let me get this other one here. So, folks, we always talk about when one government comes into power and whatever the next previous government have started, they totally ignore it. So look at this video here. This is Mount Hope Secondary School. What? And I was amazed that such a wonderful building now for 9 years have been just sitting there. And the government talking about how much schools they build. Take a look at this, folks. Take a look at this. And I was to edit this here, Stormy Boy, because it had some obscene language in it.
Greetings to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I am here at Mount Hope Secondary School that have been abandoned for more than 9 years plus. Let's take a journey. So this is the school hall. Millions of dollars was spent for this hall. Tax-paying dollars. Look how it looks. Beautiful. Well, it used to. If you can walk up the stairs with me, you would see that the roof of this building was taken by the citizens of this country. Well, in the area. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is where our tax-paying dollars is going to. Such a beautiful school. Let me show you some more infrastructure and design of this beautiful school that have been abandoned for 9 years plus. So this multi-million-dollar school that was built by tax-paying dollars, as you can see, the windows have been stolen by the citizens. You know, there's no security guard to secure the building, so anyone can walk in and out as they please. The length of this school in this section is more than a 200-meter race. That's how big and long this school is. So while we are busy talking about who's African and who is Indian, this is what's going on. The size of this school is so massive. It's unbelievable, Trinidad and Tobago. So at a higher point of view, this is what the school looks like. Mount Hope Secondary School. This big thing here is the hall. This school looks like it could host more than 30,000 students. The size of this school is unbelievable. Multi-million-dollar school. And our tax-paying dollars was wasted across there. If you look there, and the big yellow building there as well is also connected to it. This is just half of the school I'm showing you, ladies and gentlemen. There's more way down so, but it has been abandoned for 9 years plus. This is what we are voting for every election. So this is the school that the students are currently in, what seems to be the old school that have numerous problems and have been having numerous problems over the years. This school is not fit for the students to be in, but yet still, we have this massive, gigantic, multi-million-dollar school here, just abandoned, where our tax-paying dollars are going. Should we continue to vote on race? Should we continue to vote for this present government? You be the judge of that.
Tommy, you see that? Boy, Sada, look at that.
Extremely sad.
Sad, sad, sad. Okay, so Fox saying that Monctop was abandoned 14 years ago. Okay. Yeah, KFC.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man. I know this is crunch. I have closing up time, man.
Yeah, man.
But Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
Mm.
PNM afraid to build school in PNM strong, what?
They're afraid. It seem like that. Yeah.
Let me tell you about school, me pen. I think keep the PNM, try them done, so what? When you talk about PNM want to build the schools for the children, man.
Yep.
So watch it until Sunday, meet again. I go see in the university Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm coming in virtually.
When the belly dance Sunday, I sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yes.
Fox don't realize what he said incriminated him even more. That's all the reason why they should have finished it as soon as they took the office.
Tommy, exactly. Make it even worse.
I don't know. Some of these guys don't think. They just don't think. They just say anything.
Why?
And do anything.
Anything. So, folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. Yeah? And I just get this. Caribbean soldiers send me this. Minister, government unable to build new school for Mount Hope students now. A headline in the newspapers on, what date is this? 2024, 0904 2024. That's the headline in the newspapers. Minister, government unable to build new school for Mount Hope students now. Thank you, Caribbean Soul. That's the headline. Yeah?
9th of April.
Yeah. 9th of April. And PNM Fox telling us now they are building the Mount Hope sector was abandoned under PNM government. Right? Yeah? Under PNM government. And almost 15 years, 11 years later. Well, you say 14 years ago. So 14 years ago will be 2024, 2014, right? 2010, right? He's saying it was abandoned. So you know what he's trying to do, Tommy?
He's trying to say that when UNC took power,
yes,
they abandoned it.
Yeah.
But even if they abandoned it they were only there for 5 years. What happened after they left office?
Yeah. And Patty, welcome. Patty says, Wall Street, I hope one night you're able to be balanced. Patty, you just be on the Mugabe station with all the misleading information that the Mugabe station does give you. When you come here, do you get misleading information, Patty? Don't forget, folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. Yeah? Right? according to Caribbean Soul, that new building you're seeing was constructed under the UNC government, and the PNF left it abandoned on the video that Stark showing. Yeah? All right. Patty. Yeah? Patty, I hope you're able to be balanced. Patty, if we are not balanced, prove that what we are telling or what we are saying is untrue. Prove the stuff that we are bringing to the table is not factual and misleading. We have tired talk about the information you, Patty, that be listening on the Mugabe station. Right? You know, you just ask them about being balanced. Ask them now. How come you don't ask them, Patty? Right? The man said today he's biased for the PNM. He finally admitted, we bring you the facts. And we are dealing with the government in power. That is what we're dealing with. If the UNC was in power, we would have dealt with them. If NAR was in power, we would have dealt with them. If the NTA was in power, we would deal with them. We dealing with who is in power. Yeah? Here comes Patty. Here comes Patty twin. Altair. Patty, you can never be balanced. Oh God. Look. I tell you, folks, put your closing comments in the chat. And Patty, please put a nice closing quote, a nice positive closing quote. And Altair, you too, put a nice positive closing quote. You understand? A nice positive closing quote. All right. Yeah, put a nice closing quote. Leon Charles, welcome. Good night, all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. You know what's sad? What's sad to me? That people don't like facts. Don't care what party you support. You should be able to, if a person brings facts, right? Say, nah, we go fact check that. That ain't right. Yeah? And for example, today, PNM folks tell us people just get literacy and illiteracy mix up. Right? You know, you could say the same thing, people just get dead and alive mix up. You know? Oh God. You know, man. You know, all you know why we play that song by Explainer, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Oh God, look. Al just says Wall Street, you're sad. You don't bring facts, you lie too much. Tommy, if we lying, don't you get a great opportunity to fact check this?
And prove us wrong.
And prove us wrong, correct. Marcus, welcome. In the shadowed halls of power, where the banners of division are raised high, the lords and ladies of realm playing their cunning games. They sow seeds of discord among the people, whispering tales of difference and strife, turning brother against brother and sister against sister. The once united folk, bound by the conman soil, they till, and the shared skies above now find themselves fractured, their hearts heavy with mistrust and fear. The rulers, cloaked in their finery, watch from their... All right. Marcus, yours going good, boy.
Watch from the Ivy Towers.
From the Ivy Towers, okay. Yeah.
That's what I finished it up for him.
Toby, that's what it is? All right. Folks, let's go for that break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap up. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you, and WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, share the live, share the live. We bring you the truth, the whole truth. And you know something? For many of you who haven't heard this, right? I want you all to listen to this before we go. This is what we say here, Tommy and I, on WZYE 95.9 FM. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, folks.
There
you have it. We live by that. Right, Tommy?
Correct.
We mean that. So, folks, here's my closing. Yeah, KFC.
Mr. Worship, right? We're always talking about the UFC. We can't thank the UFC because UFC can do nothing free. If you can be blazing out because that time, Mr. Worship.
Correct is right.
Because them in charge of the public first.
Correct is right.
If the UFC in charge and the national play the same fire again.
Same fire.
Because we were better, man.
All the time.
Mr. Worship, I'm going to be rocking with the muck on the crook. Make up your mind.
Yep.
Yeah, go on,
Bless, yeah. Yeah, we are rocking with the Mokori crook. You gotta pick a side, you know, Tommy.
Correct.
You're casting on the bench, you know. Man, when you're saying on the bench, you can't impact the game on the bench, you know.
True.
If you have a bench referee, you can't impact the game, you know. You know, we have some bench referees.
No doubt.
Tommy, you know, we have some bench referees, right?
Of course.
Them trying to impact the game from the bench, you know, Tommy. Folks, here's my closing quote.
Good morning, God. Today is Thursday, Father, March 13th. I place this day in your hands, trusting in your love and guidance. Renew my strength, lead my steps, and fill my heart with your peace. May I be an instrument of your love, spreading kindness and hope wherever I go. Bless my family, my friends, and everyone who needs you today. May your grace sustain me, and in everything, may I glorify you. Lord, I ask for wisdom to make the right decisions, patience to face challenges, and a heart filled with love to share with those around me. Deliver me from all evil, remove every worry, and strengthen my faith so I may walk firmly in your ways. Let nothing shake my trust in you, for I know your plans are perfect. Pour out your peace over my life and renew my hope. May this day be productive, full of blessings, and filled with moments that reflect your presence. Thank you for another day to live, learn, and grow in faith. I surrender everything to you, knowing you are always with me. In Jesus' name, amen. Good morning.
From where I said, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
My first quote is from Isabella Allende, and it says, true friendship resists time, distance, and silence. Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if when you look in that mirror, you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. We'll see you on Sunday, God willing, for politics. Sunday politics. Good night.
Good night. Tommy, just before you go, I want you to read this fella closing comment.
Closing comment. Wall Street, you are not always right. Duh.
Let me say this again, Tommy. Do not let my confidence interfere with your insecurity. Right? That's all I'm going to say to that gentleman. Don't let my confidence interfere with your insecurity.
And get in your head. Nobody is never always right.
But Tommy, I never, ever will admit that I am always right. So, me and Jean Julian, don't let my confidence interfere with your insecurity. All right? Let me go to let me go to the closing voice notes
Closing
here.
remarks. So another program that I'm sure not me alone would have been waiting, looking, listening to get a response on a commitment that the host made, that he will bring the truth to show where Gordon Bernard Maloney lied about the goalposts. He said that he will do it. We must give him some kudos because he didn't say when. All right? But you know what he's thinking about government and thing and when and all kind of thing, all right? So we're still waiting. Who knows? Maybe he might put it in his closing comments. So let me don't lose hope. All right, the white thinking people, the citizen lovers, yeah. The leaders say, country can't be before party. Party before country. I'm putting together something, and according to how things go Sunday, please God, I will bring it out. But what I like about this government, they're going ahead and doing what they could do. What they could do. Because before day one is opposition. Opposition. I guess they're trying to live up to the name. But they realize if they move so, the country will continue to maintain their position. Opposition. But guess what? It have people in the UNC who fed up of being opposition, boy. They're fed up of being opposition. Some of them get taste of government and they want to be there. They feel they have a better chance of doing something if they are there. But no, they're propping up the lady. Somebody asked the question. If they have somebody who's a family member who could help that lady to get out of that thing where they're trying to hold him, by? Philip Alexander. Anyway, I want to talk about him now, but I have something I will do, concerning him too. All right? So look at it now. Look at it realistically now. You spend a whole program. You ain't touch on critical things in the country, such as what happening with the opposition. Telling me this tuition is about, they're not in government. It's the government who... So they don't get paid? They don't get paid to help build the country? No, they don't get paid. That's what you're telling me then. That's what you want me to think then. Man writing...
Point 14 quickly.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Listen, good night to you and Uncle Tommy. Sorry for coming in so late.
Yeah.
I was on Lennox program. They hear what's going on to all the PNM supporters. The whole world will know that Keith Rowley, the Prime Minister, is a rapist and a child molester. Lennox will make sure everything gets exposed from tonight. Well, shit, get in contact with Lennox. We have to put this thing to an end. Keith Rowley needs to go to jail for the crimes that he did in 1969. Nocturnal listening.
All right, I'm going to finish this voice. No.
And a letter talking about the leader, talking about the party, talking about racism, talking about all kind of dotationist that they are doing. But you are touching that with a 10-foot rod, but you balance. Well, at least that's what you say. I didn't say that. That's what you say. I quoted you. God fix that now, man. Don't let the back of the fan pick up that thing now, but it's going to be real messy. Good night, folks.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. All right. I think that is it for... I'm going to go into the chat now. Gordon, the host is not always the one to bring forward issues. That's why we are here to bring forward these things. They just provide a platform for our voice to be heard. Caribbean Soul, you're 100% correct. We don't stop people from bringing forward whatever they want to bring forward. If you want to bring forward something, bring it. All right. Last call. Go ahead, Mr. Florida.
Yeah. Good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night to all the callers, all the Texans, everybody in life. Happy to see everybody here. Through the grace of God, we'll see each other again on Sunday. Mr. Hanson, my closing comments. And Gordon, this is for you. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want the illusions destroyed. Repeat it, Phil?
Yeah, repeat it.
Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want the illusions destroyed. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night.
You answered him. It's like a mirage, boy. This contract was here going nonsense. Don't talk about the government. Talk about the UNC. Yeah, didn't Penny put party first by backing on and supporting Young? Listen, them fellas and them good. Yes, I'm gonna go to the closing comment here. Miss Santa Cruz closing comment. Don't worry about the haters. They are just angry because the truth you speak contradicts the lie they live. Here we go. Caribbean Soul closing comment. Always be ready to survive alone. Some people suddenly change. Today you're important to them. Tomorrow you're nothing to them. Here we go. Manwari says PNM nothing. You'll see all the way get rid of the Likato demons. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. PNM Fox closing comment. The funding was in place for Monctop Secondary when Kamala came into office. What you showed is construction done under Manning. I was project manager of 2 of these schools in other areas. In addition, Alte, you are so correct. Calling propaganda facts. Okay. Mean Gene closing comment. Wall Street, you are not always right. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, Mr. Intellectual closing comment. If everyone knows of the 90-10 rule, they will always be successful in all of their endeavors. Mr. Intellectual, you are absolutely correct. That 90-10 rule is really, really important. Bennett says, good night to the hosts and viewers. Great show as always. Professor Warshid and Uncle Tommy. Yeah? And PNM Fox says, Alte, you are so correct, calling propaganda facts. Okay, folks, we are out of here. See you. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. See you Sunday. Sunday talk. Let's talk politics. WZYE 9 FM. We outside.
Before you go, I wanna fly. You began in the Senate of opposition and waited your turn. Then with Manning as your PM giving directions, you studied and learned. You paid attention to Robbie Pandekamla, observed all their mistakes. So there is not one excuse that you can make, none that we can take. Cause we give you a turn to ride the DPM1 motor car. You change the whole interior with propaganda, it's smelling strong sour. We We gave you 2 terms as PM of this nation. So now it's right, your obligation to give you a third before your resignation.